Good morning. We're at the end of June and it's about time to start load adjustment. Typically this procedure takes place around veraison, but since it's a pretty lengthy process, we have to start a little earlier to finish a little later. Right now we're focusing on the vineyards that have stopped growing or are about to, so that the vineyards won't compensate for the offload of grapes by making the ones that remain bigger, and hence making grapes that are maybe a little bit more diluted. So it's important when you send your crew to have a clear vision of what you want to do with the vineyard. Decide what kind of yield you're looking for, and a load adjustment. So I'm going to show you an old vineyard of Syrah, which typically is destined to give us Nostre Pais. It is Syrah with very silky tannin, not a huge powerhouse in terms of concentration, but always a lot of finesse and balance. It is important in order to achieve those results to have a very limited yield on this vineyard, and I'm going to show you in details what currently my guys are doing. Okay, if we come close to the vineyard, you look at all the grapes that have been dropped or on the ground, and if you focus on what's remaining, we see that we have adjusted loads to about just one cluster per shoot, and as typically the vine will produce 2 clusters per shoot, sometimes 3 in case of young and vigorous vines, and we give them an objective of keeping no more than 8 bunches per vine. The job requires concentration because we don't want 2 clusters to touch each other. We also want preferably to keep the lower bunch because it's closer to the source, and typically are a little earlier ripening and better supplied. And also any cluster that would be a little too big, we simplify by cutting the wings. So this is a vineyard that's probably going to be slated for about 2.5 to 3 tons an acre, and is one of the earlier ripening plot of Syrah that we have. Here is the other side, so before load adjustment. As you've seen, grapes are bunched together. Even though they're old vineyards, this year is quite plentiful, and a lot of adjustment is necessary throughout the vineyard. So this is a crucial procedure in achieving the products that we want to do, and it's going to take me about 3 weeks to be done throughout my vineyard.